Okay, guys, so we may be entering into a time of contraction into the coming day, but what I gotta say is that there actually may be a lot of volatility before that moment happens, and in light of that moment, we have to understand that this would be due to the triple witching happening on this coming Friday. Now, triple witching would actually be the major options expiries all kind of aligning into one huge jumble here, right, guys? So that's going to add additional volatility. It's going to add additional crap and a bunch of, and guys, it's just going to be kind of a mess here. But for the shorter time frame, I am seeing some things through other assets here for XRP that actually could lead to a pretty respectable upside. Now, maybe not the upside that we actually want, but maybe into a, I would say, a regressive upside to build a larger formation that I think could send us to a pretty good target to the upside. But before we get started, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is Arca. I'm actually coming at you here today, 10:05 p.m. Pacific time, September 18th, Thursday. Let's take a look at our price action here, guys, and find out what we have. Well, number one, I was actually going over the analysis that I provided for you last night, which was this one here, and this one from another day, right, guys? So I'm finding that the targets to the upside that I had were very confluent, although, of course, very short, right? So we had a 314.55 target, and we have a 314.17 top, or 16 top. And seeing that we had that 318, 316, 314, and observing what we had from another day over here, that, you know, it's 318, 316, 314, you know, there's still very, very similar targets that I have on that upside. So I guess I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of kudos here just because of the consistency into what we're observing. Okay, now, which makes me feel that I may actually be seeing something through the means of both the total crypto cap and also Bitcoin dominance. So let's go ahead and take a look at the total crypto cap, guys. And this is sitting in this falling wedge that we determined could be a large probability of breaking out from, right? So we've been tracking this for a few days now, a few weeks. So this formation here, guys, remember that this is the total crypto cap, right? So the total valuation of cryptocurrency itself right now is 4.03 trillion in real-time price, right? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that this could be setting up a little bit of a formation for an upside, and that temporary downside that we just experienced here, maybe around 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, that could have been due to the building of this, what could be a shoulder, right, guys? So I want to kind of draw it in there for you so you kind of see it, right? It would be this regression here, right, as a potential. That would be the head of the formation, right? Then you have this regression here as a shoulder, and you would also have this right over here as the other shoulder. So this would present to you, right? I know it's going to be a little difficult to see this, so let's just go ahead and make it a solid line instead, right, guys? Right, cool. Let's just make it thicker, I guess. There it is. Nice. And this one too, right? I think that we could be setting up, I don't know if I'm going to call it guys, this looks like a bull play to me. I know the options expiries are coming in here, and that's going to add a lot of volatility, and it's going to add a lot of uncertainty. I get it, right? But still, I can't help but to think that this has a massive power move coming in, right? So we do have that inverse head and shoulders presented here on total crypto cap, and that usually means pump overall crypto, right? So I guess let's get ourselves the shoulders bias. So this could be it right about here, right? We position ourselves for the center, right? And then the neckline, right? And then here would be the lowest part of the head. We take into consideration the center of our right-hand shoulder and apply the target to, which would be about a solid 4.2 trillion. And this is making a new high here, which is absolutely insanity. Yeah. My God. Okay. Well, okay. That's looking good. Now, I'm just going to leave this here to you, right, just for now. And I'm going to go ahead and take you to the other signal that I'm noticing, guys. But before we continue, guys, I need to, please just remind you that if you think you are talking to me in Discord, you are probably not, right? I need you to make sure that you validate who I am. Make sure to use this little hashtag right here, guys. This will absolutely display to you that I was, I was established October of 2022. And also this tag here, guys. It says I do not offer, your mirror trades or copy trades ever. Right, guys, make sure to notice that this thing is on negative. I don't accept anything, but of course you can always reach out to me. But that's you. Right? I will never reach out to you though, and I will never friend request you either. Never. I will never ask you to transfer money like crypto or whatever. I will never ask you to do that, guys. Please be very careful to whom you're speaking to, and everything would be good. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and continue our analysis here for the trade. Okay, the next signal that we kind of noticed here. This is just about it right here. Okay, Bitcoin dominance. Price action tends to make, zigzags, right? Price action tends to move in these zigzags that allow us to use geometrics against. Now, for example, in this capitulation, right? This is a large downside here, right? Until we found a floor. We found a local floor of around that 57.26% of the Bitcoin dominance chart. So from here, we started making our upside. We started doing that zigzag that we said, right? And we marked off a very curious area because this just so happens to be the high that happened before we made that downside. So as we test the resistance of this zone, it actually happens to be the 50% of this prior area that we just broke down from right here. Okay, so this is why we kind of resisted around this zone here. Now inversely, right? I'm sorry, but now moving forward, this entire top side was also the resistance of the workings of this area here, which just so happened to be the tops before we experienced that new low. Okay, that's very cool. So now when Bitcoin dominance, at least for now, when we have upside Bitcoin dominance, we've been noticing that there's a direct inverse effect here. Pretty good for the last 2 or 3 weeks now of observing. So this now, coming back to the analysis, right? Check this out. We make a capitulation event and then we bounce to test what? That same 50% area. In this case, when we're bouncing and we're reclaiming this structure here, that typically means that we are probably going to go back up and test that 50% move from up here. And not only do we test it, but we test it for a validation. So we confirm what could be the breakdown, right? This would be continuation from this point now. So upside, right? We break down, we validate the breakdown, and then we continue. So this would give you that 50% equal reaction move. So this is what I'm seeing, right? It looks like we're at resistance right now on BTC dominance, which would give XRP and everything else a lot more strength, which is already kind of happening in the chart as we observe, right? Check it out. So we're getting a lot of this upside here in a 4-hour time frame. If we compare it to the 4-hour time frame of this dominance chart, then this is that inverse candle happening right here, right? This is your downside 4-hour. This is your upside 4-hour. So very nice. I do like what I'm seeing. So why don't we just go ahead and take into account here. I think we should take into account volatility and see if we do have some of that continuation, right? So why don't we start off at a very, very granular level, because I do expect that this move is happening from a very small time frame, and it very much is, right? So this 3-minute bi-minute time frame would be upside, continues into the 3-minute time frame, which you will display a bull flag in this, and it'll give you a psychological target. Of course, everything's going to show up here in the drawings. I hope it doesn't. There we go. Right, so psychological target on this would lead towards a top side of roughly around the 305.83. There is a secondary target on this, right, that could be used from the less degen side, this one right here, guys. So the breaking out of that would give you a separate little target that would be located at 305.72, just slightly off. Okay, so if we are cascading into the upside into the 3, what about the 4? Right, we still have upside continuation into the 4, right? We need a complete downside bias indefinitely here to determine that that's the last upside average true range measurement, right? 5-minute time frame still up. 10-minute time frame looking even better, right? Wow, 15 looking even better and accelerating, guys. This is looking really good. Nice 20-minute time frame, very much an upside here. 30-minute time frame, upside with expansion, guys. We are throttling towards an upside here on the hourly as well. My goodness, the bi-hourly still not done. We have upside, maybe, yeah, actually that would be wow, that would be 3 hours of upside from the opening of the bar. So that so that puts us at about 4 cents up from this 306.95. So 307 plus 4 cents, you got around 311. And we know some of those targets already, right? So your 311s could be, yeah, I think I even have them in this prior chart over here. Yeah, there they are. Let's go ahead and come back over here, guys, and just take a look. This is roughly the area that we're headed to, 311.15. We're going to have a little bit of trouble here at that 309 to roughly around, yeah, 309.14 to just about 309.44. A little bit of resistance there. Pull back and validate your 308.10 or 15, and then jump into this target here. It's not done just yet, guys. So that would be, we would experience a downside from this area. So, and that's conditional now, because that's now kind of pushing volatility towards an area that might have cascading, immediate short time frames that would probably invalidate the continuation of your 3 hour downside into what could look like as the 4 hour, right? We still have 2 hours and 45 minutes to close that damn thing. Yeah. So, okay. Downside continues into the 4. Let's see. 6 hour time frame continues 8. We have the 12 continuing. Almost there. Almost there. Still 3 days. And that would be a total of 4 days downside. Have we done that already, though? So your 4 day downside low, that would come out to just around 279.69. We're at 302. We had to mention that the last time here too, guys. I don't think that's going to be the case here. In fact, your 3 day time frame just opened, and it does have a pretty nice bias here, and it does have a bull pennant kind of building here as well. And not only that, guys, is that also we're at 50% the prior 3 day bar. So this is your 50% retrace, right? Then as you continue towards the upside, you come up to the resistance to where this bar closed, right? So that would be roughly 307.46. The resistance that we're looking for now would be between 307.46 and the top side of this existing 3 day candle, which would be just around 310 with a liquidity grab at, guess where? 311, well, 310.81. So yeah, I will validate that, guys. I do think that we have some troubles coming up right around the 309 into the 311s. Okay, guys. So I believe that this is looking okay. It does also look like we're building some kind of regression at this point. We have a gigantic inverse head and shoulders in the building here, in the making. Right on top of that, we also have what looks like to be it could be a bull flag here, guys, in the larger time frame. Right there, you go. So this is looking, really, really interesting, to say the very least. And should we have a breakout from this larger time frame, then you know what, screw it. Let's just go ahead and measure it out. That would give you a target of just about, I know the math, guys, sorry about that. I know that would give you a target of just about what? A target that we've already talked about. 348.39, 338.72, and 359.05. Last thing to tell you is that, yes, well, these, let me go back to the 4 hour, right? Here you go. Well, the formations the analysis or the analyses that I'm presenting to you here look alike. I want you to remember something, though, that's unique. This one is the falling wedge, and we are simply practicing the zigzags of what is part of the breakout formation for this, right? Breakout, retest. Continuation to the upside, we got retest still, right? Creating the zigzag, continuation. So if it is that we're really doing this, then that presents me that I have to tell you about something else now, because this is now building something a lot bigger, like what I told you in the introduction, right? This is building, it could be a bull pennant, guys. So this would be something like this right over here. Right, and this would be your regressive bottoms right there, guys. So if this is really building this gigantic, bull pennant, this is, yeah, we're validating upsides to that upwards of 340s, 350s. So let's just go ahead and take your measurement from the back end, right? Just about this right here, and apply it to the area where we presume to break out from, right? So this, let's just say that it broke out from here. as your 340s right in there. So, yeah, I mean, oh, here you go. What if we just test it out? I mean, for a mid target, right? I don't know where we're going to break out from, but it would probably be at the 50%. These are 12-hour bars, so this would be within the next 2 days or 1.5 days or whatever. So if it is that we're breaking out from this point or whatever, this would be giving you around a 326 target, otherwise known as 324.43 to roughly 321.57. So again, right, 319s, 318s, 321. This is looking massively bullish, which is why I'm saying that we might get the top side that we think we want, right? But that might not be the case either, because if we resist from these areas up here, look at the target that I'm kind of pointing at, right? Check it out. As I approach this area here in the next 12 hour, we would be approaching around a 312.98, 313, but we would have to use live targets, right? It isn't always just that wick perfection. We would have to use these historical price points. Like, for example, this area here, next to this one right over here, right, has a lot of confluence, a lot of bars kind of connected to that. Now look at the target on the right. I'm moving it all the way to the right, 311. And what did we just say on the prior chart? We have the confluent thing right here, 311.15. So, yeah, guys, and that's, I know, just expect a potential pullback from that area there, right? And then, I mean, further compression, right? 50% day decompression before an upside. Something like that, you know? I'm just putting it to you in a way that you can understand it, putting it to you in a way that maybe you can kind of see what it is. Apologies about that, team. What I meant was actually just up here. You'll get this 312 or 313, 311s, right? Get this resistance. Then you pull back the market, right? 50% that day retrace and then break out. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe that could be the catalyzer here to break out. But we certainly have the 2 touches of the support, which validates your formation in the first place. Okay, guys, so I think that's pretty good for tonight's analysis. If any questions, you reach out to me at arcabulls@gmail.com. And I will speak to you guys very, very scary Larry soon. All right, adios, team. And yeah, adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah. Thanks, team. Appreciate you. Dude, I know people leave like right after it. It's like, wait. This guy's done? I am not done. I'm still here, team. What's up, everybody? Lemmer, you're very welcome. Michelle, I got you. No problem. Michael, what's up, buddy? Saying higher lows. Let's see, could it be head and shoulders on the 30-minute time frame? So 30-minute time frame, head and shoulders. Sure. Yeah, it could be. Right? These things are, they're ugly enough to be ones, right? So your regression on this would probably be, I would want to say, it feels like downside, right? It feels like a downside. Like this connects pretty nicely, sort of ish. But when you look at it from also here, that also kind of connects kind of nicely too. So should it be a target on this on this thingy here, it would actually take you down to around hard targets would be roughly that 298 and $3. So the thing that would invalidate that would be this critical zone here. So 301.78. And it looks like we just reached the 302.59, but I mean, honestly, dude, there's so much different crap happening. Like I have to choose one, you know what I mean? And whichever one that I feel like has the higher potential, then maybe that's the one that we can kind of latch onto, or at least observe. I like For example, I don't even remember what I'm suggesting on this. I'm giving you information. So I hope that we can, sure, we can come back here, get ourselves another potential bear trap, and then continue. So one of these signals or symptom of that continuation would possibly be volume on maybe a shorter time, because it could be a dead cat bounce, right? So if the dead cat bounce proves worthy, or if we can, I guess if it can be deemed true, then this means that we would start retracing price, and this would bring your volume upward. If this fails, if the I'm sorry guys, I'm not even showing you the right chart, right? So if this here, right, this capitulation, you have this dead cat, you see the declining volume, right? So that declining volume against the ascending price is a bearish divergence. Should there be validation of this dead cat bounce, then we would critically need volume to start increasing as the candles come down. And that can also take place of the overall target of this really weird fat head and shoulders. So that, let's just kind of just put that target there real quick. But, just for now. That target would tell you that you would drop to around the regression bottom, which would be around 299. So yeah, we would really need the 10-minute time frame to start showing volume increasing here. Keep an eye on that, and that's how you can validate whether you're in the formation or not. You definitely need that little mouth here, right? You would, if I can draw it so you can just really see what I mean here. We would really need volume to kind of do something like this, alongside the decline of price. So there's really no other way that I can show you. This is actually perfect. I want to actually show everybody this. So you would see this kind of price, right? Dude, what the heck? Here you go. Just like this. Okay. And something like that, right? You would need that volume profile down there, this volume. So this is how you validate a dead cat bounce. With volume increasing, we're creating this U and creating the inverted U. The H, the seat. Right? So yeah, I think there could be an invalidation here too. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, oh yeah. I hear you about the 30-minute time frame. I just had to show you another thing in the smaller time frame that can start bringing price higher into closer to invalidations, and potentially some supports that are stronger than the 298s or 299. The $3 would be a psychological zone, so that also has volume there. A lot of people just recognize $3 in general. The next thing is that sure, if we do this head and shoulders thing, then that would just be your equal move, right? And like a double bottom, I guess so. So not bad, buddy. I'm still remaining really curious over this thing on dominance, and also the cap, the total cap of crypto here. So this is making me feel like we have something going on. Sure, immediate short-term time frame, head and shoulders, bottom side's all good. This is all geometric, right? Just like this. Now that you have this in line, right? Then your new 50% split would just be the 50% split of the head and shoulders, which would be the 50% of your entire area here. So, yeah, it just feels like a zigzag. But let's observe this, right? Let's observe the probabilities of this this thing here, because it's gonna reach a low here pretty soon, and that low I expect it to be 399. And if that 399 really is it, then that tells us that we have a total downside of just roughly 4 days worth. And that 4-day time frame downside would lead you to, oh dude, I don't even think could I do this on data cells? That would be incredible. Oh shoot, I guess I could. So that would be 3.8 trillion, I guess. 3.813 trillion. So that would be right about, oh my goodness. 50% of what closed? Oh, right, invalidations. Sorry. 3.92. Yeah, like 3.92 trillion. Oh my goodness, dude. It's just another, yeah, it's just another higher. Dude, something's happening here, and I can't really tell if this is going to get invalidated at a higher target or not. There's a lot here. If it was broken with so many, oh, it's because it's the trillions. It's literally phone numbers. Good stuff, man. Yeah, there are many things here, guys, that can invalidate that side. Oh my goodness, dude. We have a 396 trillion, and most of anything is this 3.98 trillion. Guys, there really may be. There really may actually be a bull trap, bear trap. Sorry. This is your false breakout. We come back down, validate your 50% retraces. I mean, we kind of already did that, so now I feel like it's just needing to validate either now at 4.02 or right down here. I honestly think this is not. I mean, this has an upside posturing, 5-day time frame upside posturing on this new. The new bar is actually open, right? So this moved up already. And let's see, your 4-day time frame has critical contraction with massive upside continuation. 3-day time frame is, yeah, critically contracted, right? Huge upside on there too. Bi-daily, still, man, guys, this would all be still upside, or it would just still be downside into the 5-day time frame. 5-day time frame retraces, and that just, I think that's the one we saw, right? Yeah, this one is 3.785, and the other one was 3.8 something. So I think the stats may be giving you the exact number, but then psychologically, is it the number? You know, do we go there? And in light of that, guys, in light of that, 283, no, the lowest low that it can go apparently is like a 298, and I don't even think that's going to happen. But I will say this, the triple witching is coming in, and that's going to get us a lot of volatility. So, and the next thing is this, I am catching the potentials of I think I want to say anywhere between 35 to 50 points on MSTR. And it is extremely strong. Really, really, really strong. Now here's the bear trap, right? The bull trap. Is it that we have this gigantic head and shoulders on a 5-day? Let me ruffle your feathers here a little bit, right? So if that shit. So if that's the case, then we're in big trouble, right? But there's many ways, you know, how they say, there's many ways to skin a cat, as they say. And your regression tops are very, very nicely put, but I guess I would have to just get rid of a bunch of other drawings so that you can understand what the heck that is. Let's do that real quick. This right here, guys. Could it be that all we need to do is test this bottom side here, which is what, 3.99 trillion or 4? So we break out, test, continue. I don't know. There are many ways to see this, guys. But yeah, to me, this is just testing your 50% of the equal reaction move. So this, validates here. Then you make that equal reaction, continue towards the upside here. This could maybe go all the way up to 4.31 trillion, and that's a very interesting target there. It's man, that is crazy price. Would it actually be that? No way. This is like, your huge inverse head and shoulders. That's a whole move there too, guys, by the way. Oh, damn. You don't even want to know, man. This would be one. So the thing is that we kind of did test the 50% of it here, and now we're continuing. So if that's the case, this is your thesis here, guys. This would be your equal move. So take into consideration this to this point, and times 2 that, and then $300,000 Bitcoin, 5.87 trill. That's just insanity. All right, guys. So I like to speculate with you guys, right? Potentials of cool little deals here and there. But yeah, guys, I want you to know that while it may not be the actual truth, there is some truth to this as well. Okay, but yeah, I feel like it's being observed in a different light. Like, why would crypto be bearish at the moment? I don't think that we have to be bearish over anything in the markets at all until mid-October. Should there be something else? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, Michael. Or just a tantrum from cool ass president. That could happen. But other than that, guys, yeah, I mean, we priced in for the first time in a long ass time. We priced in we put in the 25 BIP. We're also looking for 2 more cuts. We've potentially priced in already 2.25 of them, so we still have 3/4 to price in. I think this is just part of your zigzag. Having also the triple witching coming tomorrow, all major options expiring at the same time, that could create a deleverage. So that could also create just a sell event for now until people start to pick up into next week. So that is also a potential truth there, guys, okay? But other than that, let me start upload. Guys, did you want... I know that, I mean, look at this thing, right? We have this NRGV chart here, and we ended up, kind of milking the upsides that we wanted. So far, the next resistances would be based on this chart, right? This is the older chart. So we now met this top side. Let me bring this to, hold on. This one. This is what we've done so far. $2.84. Damn. Okay. All right. So yeah, I have targets to the upside that are, I do have them beyond 397 too, but it's like 413. It's roughly around there. Am I hold on. I'm starting to notice that thing again. Shoes. I want people to read this. Read it out loud. Here you go, team. There's a lot of shifting in the in here. So should there actually be some weirdness going on, well, then that would suck a lot. Let me see. Let me refresh my YouTube. Okay. You can hear me clearly? Captain Kelly? Captain. Okay. All good? Perfect, guys. Let's see. So do you have an RGB chart for next target 390? Yeah, so it would be this one here, Destiny. I was gonna ask, like, is it about time that we update people on this? Since now we made it to 161% up. It's pretty, like, you know, the targets are there, and I can say that, I mean, there's always a probability of someone doing something to something, you know, but there was a fair bit of conviction into the play, and the play does have good catalysts as well. And then we're also noticing that the CEO continues to buy. I think he bought again today, I think, right? He bought another 24,000 shares at another higher valuation, and he keeps on going at it. So I'm wondering if this, you know, I haven't been really covering it because I feel like I left it at a good enough place for it to continue on autopilot, you know? It's put so much pressure on a short presence, and having the strength of the market behind it, it's just, you know, it makes it an even higher probability for continuation. So, I mean, with whatever factors present, if the market did show weakness, then it would be a little harder for it to do it, but, you know, still, it has a good presence. So, what do you say, guys? Should we also film that video real quick? I don't have to do a nasty one on this one. I just got to do something. Let me get my folder here. I don't see it. Hold up, team. But guys, yes, I'm serious. I really meant to tell you that about I really meant to tell you that about MSTR. That thing has a ridiculous amount of upside, and so does Nvidia. Again, now that they're playing it all weird, I see how they're, you know, moving it. You know, they now partner with Intel when Intel was going to be the choice for China. Jensen is absolutely a monster. Oh my goodness. He totally played it against them. Oh goodness. Hold on, guys. Let me see if the chat is still alive in here and we're still streaming. Okay, we're good. All right, let's put this down here as, let's see. Bulls accumulate. Let's do that. That's the title for it. So then when you see that new release, you're gonna be like, what? I didn't see this. That is me, team. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, guys, I think maybe we should, damn it, man. Maybe we should update the people. Let me go ahead and let me film this thing here and also have the other oh, it was here, right? Okay. This is just crazy. Man, what a beautiful move, guys. I think it would be okay. I mean, there's a lot of people that want to know stuff, right? And I feel bad. I feel like I should update them, guys. Okay. So let's film this real quick. I'm going to try to do it under 10 minutes or 10 minutes at that. And finish it off. So I'm going to use both of these charts here. This is going to be the continuation chart, so I'll put it like this. And flex here that we reached our targets. And observe the continuation of this because I think they would be in the upper time frames. Yeah. Okay, good stuff. All right, guys, so let's prepare this thing. Let's just record it here. Do not freeze while do not choke, right? Mom's spaghetti. Here we go. Just a moment, team. Team, what a magnificent run and what a pleasure it has been to serve you here with the targets for NRGV on this just gigantic upside, guys. Today reaching a historic target here over the span of time, guys. It's been no time whatsoever, reaching $2.84. And I can see the rejection here, guys. Our actual target was not really at the 284 zone. However, it was actually more along the lines of 264, 269, and 271. Sure, the 277 had a probability there, but breaking to that 284 really showed me that there is a large amount of conviction on this play. That said, do we have the conviction for continuation, right? That's the next proposed target. So let's go ahead and figure out if we actually do that. But before we get started, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is Arca, coming at you here at September 18th, Thursday, 10:48 p.m. Pacific time. Now, I also have to remind you guys, please, if you decide to join the Discord, guys, you're going to notice that there's a whole bunch of scammers reaching out to you. That please understand that is not me. Right, and it's likely gonna, like, I want you to look at this, okay? This is my thing here, right, guys? Make sure to click on that little hash. That is actually one way for you to be able to tell if I'm the OG or not, right, guys? And also just reach out to me via Gmail, right? ARCABULLS@gmail.com. Should you have any questions whatsoever, I'm here to kind of guide you through who I am, okay, guys? All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the analysis here for the ticker. How about that upside continuation? Do we have it or do we not? Let's go ahead and take a look at this via momentum and volatility from an immediate short-term time frame. Let's use grain here. Tiny time frame. And also, you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and get rid of any drawings that we have present and just read this thing from the raw price action that we have available. Okay. So it looks like, oh yeah, nice. Okay, it looks like we had a nice bump to the upside here in the after hours. So yeah, it certainly does have that upside presence. Okay, so that's 2-minute time frame. Let's see if we can cascade that momentum down here, right, for a continuation. As long as it is in any way, shape, or form kinked or suggesting a potential turn, it is still upside. Also validate with the candle printed too, right? Upside continues into the 4-minute time frame, still 5-minute time frame, upside still into the 10. 15 is, oh yeah, 15 still has this side, not without the conviction to the downside, and then also the green bar, right? 15 up. 20-minute time frame is up, right? 30-minute time frame is up as well. There we go. So I think I would use this one here as your final upside, seeing that it is the final downside pivot, right? The first. Okay, so that gives us an average true range from this time frame of 9 cents. Okay, guys, so that would be continuing to the upside here. So if we're looking for hard targets based on that actual read, then I would say, I mean, maybe we can, right? There's the historical price may actually have a little bit to say about that. So remember the hourly time frame. That's where we are, and everything will be cool, right? So let's bring this without any of those indicators there, and let's see if we have anything up there. Okay. Oh well, I guess the hard target really would be, your 284. So in fact, guys, I'm going to give you a resistance level of 284 to 281. This is a condition that must be broken in order for us to continue towards that upside, and we'll be able to. Oh, right, it's already there. There you go. Here we go, guys. So that's your 280 to 284, 277 top. How could I ever miss that? Right. So from here, we would be continuing towards the downside on your hourly time, right? So let's go ahead and validate the continuation of just that. Downside continues, hourly time frame. Downside posturing is still there with acceleration, 2-hour time frame. 3-hour time frame still has that downward posturing. Okay, 4-hour time frame still down, 6 into the 8 down, still into the 12. Daily time frame will change. I can't see this looking like this for very long, right? As soon as the market opens, the indicators will catch what this did and likely turning this to an upside, which means continuation to the upside into the 2, of course. It just closed as well, so even more upside. Wow. 3-day time frame is still suggesting a huge upside. We just got that open of the bar. My goodness, upside continues into the 4. Is that really it? 5 days of upside? Yes. My goodness. That's giving us 38 cents, good sirs. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, that's, we're going to around $3. Okay, so let's I guess we have to refer to the other chart. There you go. So here are the targets, guys. It really is coming into fruition, even with the statistics, right? I don't actually have to do anything other than read how this is continuing. I guess the only thing to kind of be aware of, let me see if I did that here in the first place. Oh my goodness, guys, that is just massive. It's just huge price. Okay, 264. No, not even there. I don't think we can do that. Let me see your two. So, damn. It really doesn't show. Like I'm not catching any actual. Yeah, it would be 4 hours. It would just be 4 hours from your top end. So 277, 281, 284 from here, you would face a 4-hour downside, and that's going to be worth almost nothing. That's very, very temporary. 40 time looking good. Dude. It stops at 2 days downside, and we just open up that time frame. Okay, so but that would mean that it would be from around these targets. So if we do open up, gapped up, guys, into the 277.81, I'm sorry, 277.80 or 84, that's going to pull you back 25 cents. So in essence, we're coming back to here, 260, 264, 269 as potentials for re-entry, and very likely continuing to the upside. Very likely continuing to that upward bound. 269, 264, 260 entry conditions, guys. Could there be a liquidity grab bottom? Sure. Let's take a look. I assume that these things could be very minute. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's so many wicks that are kind of matching around this target here, 255. Yeah, maybe some dry powder, guys. Keep it open in case there is a 255 bottom on this. I don't think so, but you never know. But that's just about it, guys. Topside targets are leading towards that enormous 326 to maybe 342. I don't know that we can reach the 360 just yet, but then today I also said I don't think we can reach 280s yet. So maybe $8. So I'm just kidding. Yeah, guys, please be careful with this. Never over lever, right? And always have control over what you are risking here. Okay, guys, so I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. Should you have any questions, reach out to me, please, at arcabulls@gmail.com or on X profile, right? Twitter X. There's one over there, at ARCABULLS. Make sure not to follow the Twitter ARCABULLS. That's not me. All right? Well, guys, let's go ahead and speak to you very, very, Jerry Larry later. I messed that up. I love you guys. Adios, and adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios. Oh, yeah. And done. I love it, guys. I love it so much. Okay, what I'm gonna try to do is maybe I can try to work through, showing you and uploading at the same time, hopefully. But I really wanted to show you guys this this MSTR play, guys. In NVIDIA, it's looking so damn massive. Yeah. What was it again? For NRGB, it was, where was it? Hold on. 255. I'll show you this thing. So the easy chart would just be, it depends on where we are, right? Because I think we may open higher or something. So these would be the zones: 269, 4, 0, 55, and this would then, do its little dance here, and then have us continue towards the top sides of maybe 320s, which I think I'm just gonna put as a 326 here. The my goodness, my voice, right? 326 and 360, 342. This is the highlighted zone, the focus, right? So there you go, guys. This would be it right here. I'm not sure that it can make it that high in one day, but what it did today was pretty damn miraculous. Okay. And then the 255. 355, I believe it was. Let me see. 355. No, I'm sorry. Was it really 250? Was it that low? Where the heck is the damn thing? Oh, here. Sorry. What the heck am I doing? Right here. The 255, 260, 264, 269. Yeah, guys, I feel pretty okay about this. Okay, give it a good read. And maybe this is our complete trajectory here. I should also not have this as green. Let me take this as red. It's going to confuse everything here, including myself. All right. So this is that's the easy breakdown there, team. Let me go ahead and take it for you here, and I'll put it down here in this chart, in the chat. Sorry. Here you go, guys. Okay. Let me go ahead and bring you over to this. Okay, man. This has some signals like you wouldn't even believe, right? And I think I'm catching them from this. Oh, dude, it's already in a bull flag. I forgot about that too. So starting from potentially your 4-hour time frame, just ish, right? This is already giving a huge volatility spike. We're already getting this upside on this price. And when you jump into the 6, right, that's when it starts looking kind of slopey, right? We're coming out of critical contraction, which is the same as your 3-hour, getting that echo up there. Your 4-hour time frame, huge contraction into expansion. 6-hour, huge contraction into expansion. We're getting that cascading of volatility. We need that domino to continue, echoing through their times, right? So through their extensions. Your 8-hour time frame, 12-hour time frame. Look at this, my goodness, huge upside. Stochastic momentum is actually sitting in the gravitational point here, right? So that would be a pull to the upside. Your daily time frame is it hasn't seen this bar yet. Volatility or stochastic momentum has not seen the effects of the dynamics worked for today, or the trades worked for today. That's something pretty big. Okay, your bi-daily time frame, guys, we closed that, right? And also here, upside posturing, and volatility hasn't even seen it yet. But notice how everything that we're talking about is in contraction, below normal. So this could be a gigantic burst to the upside. 3-day time frame also, guys. 3-day time frame did get the read here, right? So we're starting to burst out of volatility contraction, and we're starting to see the upside biases on your momentum averages. 4-day time frame, take a look at it, guys. We're now piercing above the 15th percentile, and now we have that upside bias on stochastics as well. and this is just continuing to the upside. 5-day time frame here. This, we just got this open just a couple days ago, and of course, right, it's starting to expand from critical contraction, upside bias from way down there. This is your weekly time frame, guys. We have just about 14 hours to close this. Otherwise, your weekly's going to close here at the end of the day, at the end of the trading session, this coming session. And it's already, without seeing this bar, without seeing the actual present bar, right? This upside is based on the prior bar, and this expansion is based on that prior bar too. So I expect this to start really pushing here, guys. I mean, we are looking, this is really something. This is actually really good. Still has that upside posturing here. Barely, now it's starting to, like, your biweekly is starting to hear that echo, right? And your 3-week time frame, I believe, would be the last one, or the 6-week. Hold on, guys. Okay, so the 6-week time frame. There we go. So this is the only one, right? That's your full-on downside here. So that gives you the last ATR for the upside, the inverse, right? So now we're looking at a current ATR top of 410.36. We are sitting at 349.12, and there also are other signs: inverse head and shoulders potential, bull flag potential, pennant breakout potential. Like, this is ridiculous. So we do have massive continuation to the upside on this, guys. There are gaps here for a continuation. I think that this was earlier at around 352, maybe 353, and this is running around $15 of upside, 1537. That puts you into your 380s, 390s, like shallow 390s, high 380s, mid to high 380s. And should it continue, my goodness, then that's really introducing something different here, because if I put this in, maybe not that. Let me see the 9-week. That, not even that is doing it. I can't see it other than on that 6-week time, but it's a little too much already for me, right? This feels like a falling wedge of sorts, or a bull flag. And also, like I said, in an earlier time, smaller time frame, it could also just be the workings of huge pennant breakout, right, guys? It feels like we have, I don't know if there's something about this that I'm not ready just yet. But in the interim, right, this is, guys, your high 380s is right here. So it, really nothing to do with all this craziness here. But this is just like we talked about in the other thread. Your equal moves are being present here. So, you have this downside, your top side 50% retrace, continuation to what was this here, to validate the 50% of this area too. So curious, very, very, very curious on this team. Now, the next thing that we would have to just make sure of is that we are not validating resistance at 362 for continuation. So those would be the conditions for us to determine entry. I don't think entry is ready for this. Maybe not tomorrow. Actually, damn, I do not know. I do not know. Actually, this may actually just completely dominate this 362, 363 area and just burst on that upside. It's just this downside, guys. The volume on the bears, they were kind of diminishing here, so that's making me feel that, holy crap, could we have something in line here that's a little bit bigger than what we anticipated? And this has been kind of just chilling here for the last 6 weeks almost, so let's see. We should buy MSTU or MSTX. They are two. Yeah, you know what? I talked to Seb. He's right here. He's in here. He's sitting right there. I talked to Seb about this, and he's got his opinions, of course. But I think if we play this the right way, then we can really put in some higher probability. Because for now, guys, I don't think this is just ready. It isn't quite ready yet. I really hate that we have this crazy thing here. And the only thing that I can say that could give us a retrace would be your 3-month candle, right? As it did the 50% retrace, and now it's headed towards that upside, right? So we created a big tweezer bottom on this, right? And green outside bar, not true, but still, right? So you have this gigantic green bar. You have the new open, peekaboo on that upside, retrace 50%, continuation. So I am feeling like this has, I'm feeling like this, I mean, the guys, I really do think that this can go anywhere between 4 and 430, 410s, 415s, around there. But let's play it carefully, okay? I just want to give you that. And just wait for me on this, because I can't tell where it's going just yet. I want to make sure that this is planned correctly. And I think I will have the thesis completely built in the morning for the upside and how to load. Because this is gonna be a cool one, a very cool one. So, and yeah, guys, the contracts for MSTR, they are enormously expensive, and I don't, you know, if you know those instruments, the derivatives, I believe they're talking about MSTU, you know, MSTX, those are those can, you know, 3 times the speed and price, way cheaper. You know, I think 10 times cheaper. You got an MSTU, $5.03 an MSTY, so that's the yield max MSTY, $15.60 yesterday. Good job. Good job, Destiny. That's the way to go. And I do believe that it has a move. I do believe that it has a move coming, and it looks geometric. It really does. This looks like an even amount of distribution. I see colors and blocks here everywhere. You know, it's just one solid fractal. It's a repetition of itself. You have this tweezer bottom, green, red. You have this tweezer bottom, green, red, large green bar, right? Like this 3-month candle is not over, right? We open the new 3-month candle. We touch the 50%, open the new 3-month candle, touch its 30%, continues, right? This case continues. It feels fractal as hell, you know, not even to mention your volume repetitions here, guys. Take a look at this. That's this one here, the red one. That's upside here. So if we're really going to make some type of a geometric repetition, this is where I expect, the volume candle to go in green. And you have those clean repetitions here. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm talking about. I know that's really not a way to validate a move, right? Don't ever do that. I'm just telling you that I'm catching all these things all at once, you know, and I wanted to be, I really just wanted to show you what I'm seeing here. Because this is a lot of confluence. And yeah. But in light of that, seeing that it's so geometrically compatible, it also presents its own challenges. It also presents doubt. You know, there's are my eyes tricking me? You know, am I actually breaking down, you know, from this area of trading on top? Is it actually possible that we may just be validating this to create an equal move to the downside? Or is it that I'm officially breaking out from this area here, right? We have the false breakout, come back down, true 50% range from this zone. That's why I'm telling you guys that I don't have it ready, just like this. And that's where price is at right now. All right, so I'm thinking those two things, guys. I just want to be completely honest with you. I want you to understand that I do have many different theories in this. And that being said, if the downside is validated, head and shoulders regression here does validate that, and that's a weekly time frame, right? So that could show us a huge false breakout, right? Those are these very, very strange potentials here, or it could be a huge bear trap. Whatever it is, you know, it is what it is. Yes. What do you think is coming in for the news in the morning, brother? Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Right? Yeah, guys, we got to be real careful here. There's there's going to be a lot of messing around. So we don't want to open up permanent positions. I think that if we do trade tomorrow, make it short term, make it immediate executions in and out, no onions, and maybe also consider, I can't tell you what to do, guys. Come on, right? I consider the potentials of, risk off some of your positions, all that good stuff, And yeah, this is, such a cool ladder up. This thing is really looking okay. Let's see. Well, we have a Trump and Z meeting. Oh my goodness. That's going to be silliness. Cool guy. Never started the upload. All right. And guys, as far as NVIDIA, this Seb actually pointed out to me, and many other people pointed out to me that, yeah, this was just a fluke, whatever that was, thus creating an inverse head and shoulders. I spoke to Seb that also your retracement on a 3-month bar could have been the reason for this. This here, right? Or actually, I think it was a 4 or bi-month, buddy? Yeah, bi-month. There we go. This is your bi-monthly time frame, right? We just got that huge green bar. We open up down here, right? We created a peekaboo, retraced 50% of that prior bar, although it could have been around 55, and then accumulation began, right? So it looked complicated, but it's just your huge bi-monthly time frame. It didn't open too long ago. It must have been 7 or 8 days ago, and it shows that we could have just pulled back that market 50% a bit here and continue. Now, that's NVIDIA's behavior, though, because remember that close wasn't just strictly a 2-month. We were talking about a 1 week, 2 week, a 3 week. We were talking about a 6, 9, 12 week, 15 week. We were talking about all those time frames, and that was, very difficult to determine what could be happening. Rumors that really he could be holding NVIDIA chips as a bargaining tool. Is it Z? Is that how you say his name? What? Didn't China just ban all that? So you can't buy them, but if you hold them, they're grandfathered. My rules, my house. Okay, yeah, I can see that happening. Fair enough. Okay, all right. It is what it is. Yeah, guys. So with NVIDIA, guys, this one already kind of kicked me in the balls, right? So we have to watch out. And I know that some of you already have. I know that some of you already have your risk on this, guys. So the obvious target for me, guys, is anywhere between 184 to 182.99. That's where I think this is going. Now, I don't really want to put plays in the main chat, right, guys? Because of OPEX tomorrow, we should be risk off the market. We should be conserving, or or maybe just staying cash if you're not really experienced. Let's just maintain posture, because if we go in and you start kind of, if you get caught in the middle of a cyclone here, which could be our volatility, well, that could present a lot of danger for your positions. Yes, we did, Thought Zeus. So that's yeah, I mentioned it earlier in the beginning when I started laughing because Jensen is really playing a strategic side of things here. It's so funny, dude. All right, so you're gonna ban my chips from getting purchased? Maybe I go to the person that you wanted initially and have contracted already. Hey, bro, $5 billion. Here you go. Let's do it. Sure, let's go. That is actually hilarious, man. But all good in the hood, guys. Why don't we go ahead and call it a night, and do our little dance here into tomorrow, and figure ourselves out. And do not overlever. Don't FOMO, guys. Tomorrow is a dangerous day to trade. Very, very dangerous day to trade. Okay, team. But I will be here nonetheless, and we will observe the markets and play the markets and shut the market down. All right, team. Well, I love you all very much. I wish you all a very, very good night. And should you have any questions, guys, please reach out to me. Captain Kelly, I'll catch you, brother. You be safe, okay? Ninja, I love you, brother. Thought Zeus, love you, bud. Take care. Tin, be safe, team, okay? Sebastian, I love you so much, my buddy. Destiny, thank you for your help. Kareem, be good night. I love you all, okay? Please be safe tonight. All right? And call me if anything. Reach out to me if anything. Do anything. And I'm going to be posting up these videos here in just a few minutes, okay? Yes, Destiny, I will. I absolutely will. Huge upside, and it probably continues. I'm not even kidding. All right, Lemmer, love you, buddy. Okay? So, team, please ping me again if you've been trying to ping me. Just do it again. Right, guys? All right, team. I love you all. Please be safe tonight, and we will speak in the morning. Good night, team. And a good day. Bye, everyone.